this is Joshua Gady again. We're going to do our second body system for our February kits. This is our heart model. Again, we're going to use the bottom of the bottle of water that you were given. I cut that before for the lungs. We have a toothpick, a couple of two bendy straws. This one only needs one balloon. We're going to use a bit of a pan to be able to catch this one, because this one actually is going to squirt some water, kind of showing you how your heart works as a fluid pump. Your heart beats about around 70 beats per minute at rest, and that every time your heart beats, it pushes blood through your body on the outward path or back to the heart, depending upon where your body, where the system is at the moment. Every time your heart beats, it moves blood through your body, and then your body is a closed system, so your blood just makes makes 4 loops. It makes it from the heart to the lungs, from the lungs all the way through your body, and then back to the heart. So it's a very complicated system that runs your entire life. So we're going to make it by starting with our balloon. We're going to cut off, we're going to look where the balloon starts to get big. So we're going to cut the neck of our balloon off. So we're going to put our cup in our receptacle. We're going to fill our bottle about 2/3 with water. A large portion of our blood is water. That's why it's so important to drink water to stay hydrated. We're going to take our balloon once our water is in there. So we're going to be super careful not to spill our water. We're going to stretch this out. If we're not strong enough, we may need to ask a big brother or a big sister or mom or dad. We're going to stretch it across. We're going to go far down on the side of the bottle. And if you can't get the bottle to work, you can also do this with an empty jar. If you have an empty jelly jar or something like that, if you want to try that instead of using the rest of the bottle we gave you. Now, the toothpick is so that we can poke holes in the balloon without shredding the balloon. We want to make sure we're making an airtight seal when we insert our straw. So we're going to take our toothpick, we're going to put where we want the hole, and we're just going to twist it back and forth until we're able to get through the balloon, kind of like a drill bit. Okay, so once we're through the balloon, it may take a little bit of pressure, but once we're through, we'll be able to put a bigger tube through, which is our straw. Okay, we're going to need to do the same thing with our straw, but it should go a little easier because our toothpick made a hole for us to go through. Again, this is going to just take a little bit of work to get this to do, so you're going to have to be patient with it, because we don't want that hole to get bigger, because again, we need an airtight hole when we do this. It may work a little bit if you get the straw wet to reduce some of that friction, or the top of the balloon wet to reduce the friction. It may slide through a little bit better. Another thing you might try is folding the bottom of the straw so it can go in. Okay. So the other thing is, again, just like you did with the toothpick, you could turn the straw like a drill to get it to go down in there. All right, so my first straw is in. I'm going to go ahead and insert my second straw. It says that we should put the holes about 1 inch apart, so that's where my second hole is. Okay, again, I'm going to put a little bit of water on my straw. That'll hopefully help with some of the friction to get that through. As you push down, if you twist the straw or turn the straw, it'll kind of work like a drill bit and get in that hole that you created with the toothpick. All right, so I've got my 2 balloons in, or my 2 straws in. They're kind of hanging out there. I've got nice tight holes. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the neck of the balloon that I cut off. I'm going to bend both of the straws down. I'm going to take the neck of the balloon that I cut off, and I'm going to use my tape and tape that balloon onto the end. All right, so then, as you can see, when I push down on the middle of the balloon, my heart pumps water. All right, this pushing the balloon down acts like your heart when it contracts, and water comes out. As I'm pushing, water is coming out one side and not the other. All right, so that is a mechanical model of our heart.